You might be far from home, but home is never too far, because home is in you. You carry it wherever you go in each frame of your life, regardless of where life may take you. With every stitch we make, we continue to sew home into your heart, your roots, your identity, and your true self. This is more than fabric. It's confidence. It's culture. It's your crown. Each wrap is a celebration of you, handmade and handcrafted. Because our heritage is timeless and our beauty unstoppable. We are African crowns. From us, by us, to you.
We cannot dispute the fact that every woman would always be required to put on something on their head, especially in Africa, where we know culture is our form of identity and we take pride in being Africans. So we came up with an idea or a brand that will bridge the gap between being away from home and feeling like you are home as a woman. This is African Crowns. It is a heritage Headwrap collection whereby we design different fabrics that we are accustomed to in Africa to make them, to turn them into headwraps that you can use for every occasion. Our target market of this collection of headwraps is every woman in the diaspora, women in Europe, Africans, and all those who are not Africans, because we know that culture is a global element that everyone can embody, even though you are not African, but you find yourself living in Europe. Our target market includes women who are 18 years and above of age. We have realized that a lot of Africans are in Europe or are in the diaspora. Of the 5 countries that we've picked, being United Kingdom, Europe, Germany, and Italy, we have actually discovered that some of the Africans who are within those countries are more than the population of some countries in Africa. For example, in Botswana, we are only 2.3 million, but you'd find that in United Kingdom, there are about 2.5 million Africans living inside the country. So this is to show that our product will definitely reach a wider market of Africans who would want to put on this headwrap and feel like they are home while they are away. So we will use different aspects of digital marketing to get the brand to the people, to get the brand to our targeted customers. This is what we will use. Of recent, we know that there are a lot of TikTokers, there are a lot of influencers who are emerging because of the era of technology and the era of digital marketing that we are living in. So those are the people, the right people, in fact, to use to get this product to our intended and targeted market audience. So we'll use Facebook also. It has a wider spread of messages. Facebook also allows for people to see the things. I mean, we can both agree that the algorithms will bring what you need to you directly. How amazing is this digital world that we are living in? We've also discovered that some of the countries in Europe, like Germany, have made it easy for e-commerce to take place within the countries itself. So getting the product from Africa to Europe will just be a hassle-free process, and the product will get there right on time, right at the people who are supposed to receive it.
African Crowns, the Heritage Headwrap collection, will be positioned as a premium lifestyle brand that merges African heritage with contemporary European fashion. The brand is not merely offering headwraps, but is presenting a symbol of pride, connection, and elegance for Africans living abroad and global fashion enthusiasts who appreciate cultural authenticity. In the European market, African crowns will occupy a unique niche that celebrates the fusion of traditional African textiles and modern design aesthetics. Each piece will be carefully crafted using high-quality, ethically sourced fabrics inspired by various African regions, making each wrap a wearable piece of history and art. The brand's communication will focus on emotional storytelling, but a declaration of belonging and pride. This positioning helps the brand appeal simultaneously to African women seeking reconnection and to non-African consumers drawn to cultural sophistication and ethical fashion. African crowns. Brand positioning statement can be summarized as, to every woman who carries her roots with pride, African Crowns is the modern heritage brand that lets you wear home. Through this positioning, African Crowns differentiates itself by being purpose-driven, culturally rooted, and emotionally expressive. Standing apart from ordinary fashion accessories, the brand will adopt a value-based and market-sensitive pricing model, ensuring that collects craftsmanship, brand story, and perceived value. Since African Crowns operates at the intersection of cultural luxury and accessibility with aspirational appeal, 3 main tiers will structure the pricing system. Standard collection. Everyday head wraps designed for routine wear, practical, versatile, and priced between €25 and €35 to appeal to working-class diaspora, women and students. Heritage collection. Premium wraps inspired by specific African tribes and textile traditions, priced between €50 and €75. Each comes with a story tag explaining its cultural background, adding sentimental and educational value. Signature collection and exclusive collaborations with African designers, artists, and stylists. Limited editions priced between €90 and €150, positioned as collector's pieces. This tiered approach allows African Crowns to attract both mainstream and premium buyer while reinforcing inclusivity and respect for craftsmanship. In terms of international pricing considerations, adjustments will be made based on exchange rates, import duties, and local purchasing power. For example, in markets such as France and Germany, where consumer spending on ethical fashion is high, slightly premium pricing will emphasize exclusivity. Promotion is central to the African Crowns launch, as the brand thrives on storytelling, community, and visual identity. The campaign strategy will center around the slogan, "Remain an African Crown wherever you are." Social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube will serve as the primary tools for engagement. These channels will host vibrant storytelling campaigns, featuring customers, influencers, and cultural ambassadors wearing the head wraps in everyday life. Video tutorials on styling, heritage spotlight posts, and user-generated content will humanize the brand and encourage organic participation. The digital campaign will include targeted advertisements to Africans living in major cities like Paris, Berlin, and London, as well as Afro-descending communities across Europe. Influencers will play a major role in expanding visibility. The brand will partner with African and Afro-Caribbean influencers, artists, and stylists who represent cultural authenticity